Okay, good day watchers and welcome to my video. Welcome to a film review, of course. I'm going to see a Final Destination Bloodline. Because it's the sixth in the series, of course. Tony Todd's last performance as the guy in the morgue, of course. I've heard it's a good film. I've heard it's doing pretty well, and hopefully I'm gonna enjoy it. I think I will enjoy it because I did enjoy the last movies. These films are a blast, horror, death coming after you. This is a bit different though. So anyway, so after this video, you're gonna see my review. Hopefully, I will have time to do it because it'll be like after I'm guessing it's a 2 hour movie, so we're back about after 10. So last time I did a review, it was like Nosferatu, and that was like, and by the time I got back, I was knackered. It was like, I still got through the view though, but yeah, review of that film. So yeah, and that was like January time. I can't believe it's like crazy. So of course, I'm gonna do my review. Hopefully, I'm gonna enjoy it, and So after this video, my review is coming up next. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Let's go. Good day watchers, and welcome to another review tonight. Got back to watching Final Destination Bloodlines. Really enjoyed it, by the way, really good film. So anyway, there's going to be spoilers in this, but not a lot of spoilers. I'll just add a deal. Or there might be spoilers. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie. Of course, Tony Todd's last performance as his character actually is called JB in it. It involves his character stuff. And so at the beginning of the film, you meet a character called Iris. I'll just get his name. Iris is a really attractive young blonde woman who, she has a boyfriend. At the beginning, she's in this like car with a boy. She's like being blindfolded, and he's taking her somewhere, and he takes her to this like big tower thing, with all these people that are having drinks and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm not gonna explain every character because it's so damn, it's hard to, so it's like certain things are hard to explain in certain parts. I always find it hard to explain, but I really enjoyed it, by the way. That part at the tower part was crazy. I was sitting there going, you know what's gonna happen? And it turns out she's scared of heights, so she ends up going up on the elevator. It's like she's just not comfortable being on it. Straight away you go, she's not scared. She's scared of heights. She is. You can just tell. And the thing is, this thing's got like a glass bottom. The elevator, so it's like it's going up, and she's looking at it. It's like, and there's like a kid in the elevator. Starts annoying her a little bit, and he starts getting annoying later on. He actually, he's not. Let's just say he's a little bit of a toe rag, I suppose you can call him. A bit of a troublemaker, but he's a kid, I suppose. And of course, anyway, so she ends up going up to the top of this thing. Everyone's having drinks and stuff, and of course, and this film's got some good music. Shout! Remember the song called "Shout"? Shout. This guy starts singing and shouting, and everyone's like dancing and stuff. It's fun. It's really good. The music in it is really good in this, and so it's like set over 50 years in the past. And then if you say, well, okay, so anyway, so the glass starts breaking now. The thing's got glass. It's like, oh, really? we've got glass at the bottom so you can see the bottom. So it's like, anyway, so turns out the Iris is pregnant, and of course, then you meet this other woman who's like this other, and then she has this like kid. It turns out to be, like I said, there'll be spoilers, so better watch out. I'll tell you. Anyway, so like I said, there'll be spoilers of this. So anyway, she turns out she's pregnant. Next minute, he like her boyfriend proposes to her, and of course she's kind of like, anyway, she tells him that she's pregnant, and of course, anyway, so they're all having like a dance, like they're all like dancing, and the glass at the bottom starts breaking it, and the kid in it. But the part of the kid with it, he throws this like coin, and it goes into this like the machinery, and it like sets off chain of events, like stuff like that in the glass. It starts to set off chain of events that anyway, so carnage, so anyway, the old place starts collapsing and stuff, like people dying and stuff like that, like people dropping from the dropping and stuff and crashing onto the film's actually pretty brutal, a pretty brutal film to watch. Some certain parts I was like, oh shit, I had to kind of like, oh hell. And anyway, so people start dying, the things collapsing, her boyfriend dies, and like I said, this is going to be spoilers, and it's better watch out. I'll put like a spoiler thing at the thing a bit further back. So anyway, the boyfriend gets killed, and it just leaves the little kid. And then they end up dropping. The next minute, this woman wakes up from like a dream, and she's kind of like, "What the hell?" It turns out to be that her grandmother, and of course, then she starts to like ask questions about why she keeps getting these dreams all the time. And so they have she has this like family of all these people. I won't explain everyone because it's a bit complicated who everyone is, because it gets a little bit thing of a certain character thing. That's not really his dad and stuff. There's that twist lies like, what the hell. Like I said, there'll be there's gonna be a few spoilers in this, so better watch out. So anyway, she starts to like ask questions about why the hell she's getting the dreams. Then she ends up visiting her grandmother, and of course her grandmother's telling her that she lives in this like house with like, it's like a fortress more than anything, and of course she's safe in this house, but if she goes out she'll get killed. So anyway, she ends up getting this book of all like premonitions and stuff like, of the people that she saves, and I can't explain. It's like information of premonitions and stuff of certain things like pictures and stuff and deaths and stuff like that. So she ends up getting killed. She has a kind of like a similar kind of death scene. She has a kind of like similar death scene to how she died in the past, and it's kind of like, well, that's interesting. Because she knows she was going to die, so she says that, she might as well be a witness to what's going to happen. So she ends up getting that. She ends up getting killed nastily, of course. I won't add too much spoilers. I'll say she does get killed though. So anyway, she starts telling her family, she starts to use like stuff on the board and stuff, and she starts telling her family that people are going to start dying. Of course, some of them are like skeptical, think she's going a bit crazy. And of course, they find out the hard way that she's not crazy after all. The film's got some really good deaths in it, especially there's a scene in the. I get to certain parts of this movie, and I just thought it was fantastic. There's a character called Eric. He's an actor who, the guy who plays him has been in that shows like 100 and shows that. He's been in like, what was the show he was in? He was in that show called what was it? Van Helsing. Have you ever seen that Van Helsing? He's in that. So that scene was pretty good actually. He's actually that. He's in this like piercing tattoo place that he works at. It's kind of like, and that scene was great. And there's like a twist and everything. He's dead, is that? And then it's like film's got some brutal scenes in it. That scene was bomb. I don't know. That was a really good scene. Anyway, so the woman has this like, who's gonna die? The woman kind of knows who's gonna die next, but then there's like the film just throw a curveball on it, like says it's not what you see, it's not what you think, but who's gonna die next, which is kind of like interesting. I think the nastiest death scene was in the hospital. There's a part. Anyway, so Stephanie. Anyway, she ends up her and a guy called JB, and it turns out to be Tony Todd's character. So they're visiting this hospital, where Tony Todd's character is, and he's brilliant though. Tony Todd, he's still kind of like, he does throw that performance out. You just think, yeah, that was a good performance. That was. But Tony Todd, he's still great in this. He's still great to watch. It was a damn shame they passed away. It really was, because this is his last movie he ever did. But you know, he just went, you know what, I'll give it, you know. So yeah, it's good to see him again. The fact that he was dying in real life, he actually plays into the storyline about his illness and stuff, which I thought was interesting. There's a character called Bobby, and these two are kind of like, you know what, we can kill you. They have this crazy idea about killing him and bringing him back to life, of course. And it's like, oh, it's a good idea, but there's a bit of it has a bit of a twist. I've kind of like, hang on, that doesn't make sense, because I thought he was going to die first. It turns out the other guy dies first. So like I said, there was spoilers. So he decides to like kill him by using he's got like an allergy, and of course he decides to like, hey, hang on, have some peanut butter to, you know, we're gonna kill you and bring you back to life. And of course they decide to do that, and of course then death kind of has its own options, and it's like brutal, and it kind of like backfires on both of them. That scene in the hospital, I think that's the most brutal scene. That scene was nasty. There's like this like a magnetic thing, and so it happens where the computer like does always like, and it starts to turn up this like it's magnetic, what do you call it, magnetic thing on the finger, so it's like pulling things in like, and one of the characters like, so anyway, he eats the other guy eats like the peanut butter, what do you call it, and the next minute he starts feeling ill, and next minute, what happens? The wheelchair gets. That's right. The magnetic stuff is like pulling the guys like piercing, you know, pulling them all off of him, and it's like next minute the wheelchair hits him and drags him into the thing, and the machine is like, holy shit, this is brutal. That scene was brutal. It's like killed two birds with one stone in that scene, because I thought, Death had like an option there. Like, it kills both of them. You know, it's just brutal. That scene was brutal. So I was sitting there, holy. I think that's the most brutal, uncomfortable scene, because he's getting like pulled in, and his body's like, oh, it was painful. Last part I thought was really interesting. Where they go back to the house. They decide to go back to the house for, you know, because it's safer, but then Death has its own plans. Last part was great when the house blows up and stuff. I'll probably not cutting certain parts. I won't add too much spoilers in this. Yeah, the last part was great. Really enjoyed it. It had a good ending too, I thought. I think there will be a sequel to this, actually. I've really enjoyed this film. Actually, I thought the film was doing pretty well at the box office. I'm pretty sure of it. People seem to like it. I liked it. I think it's definitely some of the best Final Destination films, because some of the characters are really good. So the film's got some good characters in it. The end of part was great, with the where they have to go back to the house, and the truck goes upside down. They go almost trans and stuff, and it's like, and she gets resuscitated by the young kid in it, of course, which I thought was interesting. And then the last part was like, it's like the coin plays a part of the storyline. It's like the coin gets, you know, the coin itself actually plays into the story right at the end. It's pretty interesting. It travels. It's like crazy, which I thought was interesting. And yeah, really good death scenes. So I'm just knackered. I'm just like, I have to walk back and just like warm toast. Good performance from the cast. So yeah, okay. So yeah, really interesting movie, twists and turns, and really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good film. A solid sequel, and I enjoyed it. It's fun. Good music, I'd say. I like the music in it. Some of the old classic music. So pros and cons. Okay, pros first. Good, decent performance from the cast. Good characters. Tony Todd making his last appearance, which is great. Bit of sweet, I'd say. Don't you think? It's a shame that it's not around anymore to actually, you know. But yeah, it's what it is. So Tony Todd's it's good to see him in the movie. Was it JB's character? Some really good death scenes in this. Really good death scenes. Unexpected. Some of them you think, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Some good death scenes. Good characters, good music. I like some of the music in it, and I like the fact that it does kind of mention the original movie, with the pictures and stuff. The pictures actually the woman drew and stuff like that. Was the music and stuff like that. And the ending part was pretty good. It was like, oh shit. So yeah, interesting. I couldn't think of anything I disliked about this movie. Suppose it was a pretty solid film actually. It was a pretty solid film. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this film. Is it my favourite Final Destination film? I don't know. It could be my favourite one. I don't know. I did like the fifth. I liked all the film actually, but this was actually a pretty strong movie, strong sequel. So okay, so we've got the good performances. Actually, you know, I've missed one part. The beginning was really good, and a pretty good ending too. I'd say. So ending and beginning, good acting, good character, good music, good death scenes, some really good effects. And yeah, and like I said, I can't think of anything conny about it. Any cons of this film. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, so the way I'm gonna give Final Destination sorry, it's not not the best review ever, but like I said, totally flawed review, that's for sure. So the way I'm going to give this film is a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's a worth a watch because it's the Final Destination. So yeah, I think there'll definitely be another film after this. I think there'll be definitely because this is quite a solid film. Really enjoyed it. So yeah. So 4.5 out of 5 for the Final Destination, Bloodlines. So before we go off, subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week. Take care of yourself. Enjoy my videos. Thank you for watching and take care. And hopefully you will see me soon. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.